Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome back to this sacred corner of the realm of light, where untold journeys wait to be unlocked, and where the universe whispers to you in a language only brave souls can hear. Sagittarius, take a deep breath, because none of the chaos you've been through was meaningless. Not a single pause in your life was meant to hold you back. Everything stopped, so you could finally see what you once weren't ready to understand. Your entire energy field is being placed into a stillness before the storm, not to frighten you, but so what's coming can arrive in the right shape, at the right time, with the right frequency. You're standing at the doorway of a major decision, a turning point only those who've broken enough and awakened enough truly recognize. Inside your energetic field, something is stretching, expanding, preparing. Your soul is being pulled to its limit, only so it can break open into a wider, greater landscape. I'm saying this because something inside you has been awakened, a fire of truth, of unraveling, of inner courage. It's burning through old beliefs, old limits you once thought were unbreakable. And things are revealing themselves all at once, like arrows streaking across the night sky, each one hitting a different shadow inside you. Before we open these doors any further, I invite you to leave a like, to subscribe, because your energy is the force that carries this message to those who need it most. Sagittarius, I want you to stay until the end, because today, you are not allowed to miss a single sign. And right now, write this in the comments. I am ready to step into my truth. You're not writing it for me. You're writing it so your soul can hear your declaration clearly. Now listen closely, because the first truth this reading is sending you will shake everything you thought was stable. It targets an area of your life you've held on to, protected, and hoped for. This truth will force you to see a situation or a person with new eyes. It wipes away the dust you allowed time to settle on your intuition. And even though this truth may be uncomfortable at first, it is the arrow that stops you from misleading yourself any longer. And then, almost without giving you a breath, the second truth arrives sharp, sudden, like fate turning its head. Something you believed was completely over. Something you buried, walked away from, sealed, suddenly trembles. It didn't die. It didn't disappear. It simply went quiet, and now it's moving again. A door you locked with 7 layers of protection is cracking open, just a little. And for Sagittarius, sometimes a little is enough to wake the fire of curiosity, enough to make your heart ask, did this story ever truly end? It's as if life gathered all the pieces you scattered, all the dreams you thought weren't meant for you, and placed them before you under a brand new light. But the universe doesn't stop there, because the third truth is coming straight toward you. Not soft, not slow, not gentle. It comes to awaken the warrior inside you, to pull you out of the safe zone that wasn't really keeping you safe, it was only keeping you small. This truth forces you to place a hand on your heart and ask, what do I truly want? And more importantly, what am I willing to let go of, so I no longer live a half-life? This truth will shake you. It will challenge everything you believed, but it will also reveal how much you've grown. You're no longer someone who moves on autopilot, no longer someone who walks into loops your soul has outgrown. And once you face these three truths, a doorway of light opens the fourth truth. This is the brightest truth of all, the one that helps you reclaim the radiance life once made you forget. It's a recognition, a reward, a confirmation of your courage. It tells you that every silent battle, every night you stood back up, was not wasted. Something you've waited for, something you thought was only a distant wish, begins to take form right in front of you. It brings a quiet relief across your chest and makes you feel like you are returning to the strongest version of yourself. Each truth touches a different layer of your psyche, but together they mark an absolute turning point. The universe is not here to shake you for nothing. It's here to put you back on the path your soul agreed to before you ever arrived in this world. A path where you are finally freed from the burdens, from the stories that no longer belong to you, from the limits that kept you small for far too long. Now, let's talk about what has exhausted you the most. Love. I know you've felt close to giving up. You've told yourself, maybe love isn't for me anymore. You've changed so deeply through hurt, through loneliness, that you believed your heart no longer had room for connection. But listen to this, slowly. No connection fails just to hurt you. Every connection serves a higher purpose, to shape you into someone strong enough, bright enough, wide enough to receive a love that actually matches your soul. Sagittarius was never meant to accept half-hearted affection. You weren't designed for almost, for maybe, for not quite. And because of that, love arrives late for you. But when it comes, right. There is someone in your energetic field looking inward, facing their own limitations, realizing that the emptiness they feel is the emptiness your absence created. This person is thinking, reconsidering, and finding the courage to approach you clearly, seriously, without mixed signals. And even if part of your heart stirs at this thought, you have changed. You're brighter, clearer, deeper. You know your worth now. You know what you deserve. You're no longer stepping into any story that lacks truth. You choose honesty even in love. In the weeks ahead, you'll feel a release in your chest, a soft joy rising for no reason, a sharp clarity that surprises even you. Everything around you begins to align, not because you're lucky, but because you've become the version of yourself the universe has been waiting for. Unexpectedly, misunderstandings unravel, confusion dissolves, and chaos once tangled organizes itself. And you may ask, why is this all happening now? The answer carries a deep, spiritual tone. Because Sagittarius, you're releasing karma. You've walked through a heavy chapter, a long soul night where every emotion stretched thin and old wounds reopened just so they could finally be seen. But now, all of it is falling away like old skin shedding from your soul. Personal karma, ancestral karma, the emotional residue of connections that no longer align. Everything is being washed clean. What you've endured, no matter how painful, has shaped you into a wider, stronger, clearer, and more magnetic version of yourself. And this transformation glows unmistakably in the aura you carry now. When you walk into any space, people notice you instantly, as if the light around you is too strong to ignore. This is the moment when real love begins to awaken. A promise of destiny. Something that once floated in the air is now taking shape. And Sagittarius, this story isn't over. Whoever you're thinking about, that energy hasn't closed. Yes, there was fear of commitment. Yes, there was hesitation. Yes, there were shadows neither of you knew how to face. But now, pushed by the force of destiny, this person is being forced to decide, to act, to step out of their shell. And I can assure you, they will. Love is being activated inside them like wildfire rushing across dry grass. The heart cracks open. Energy flows like a river that was blocked for too long and has finally burst through. Doors that once stayed locked are opening with a force you didn't expect. The energy is leaning toward you strong, clear, overflowing with blessings. And you, dear Sagittarius, you are entering a fated season of luck where the impossible begins to form in front of you. I look at the spread, and the energy of sacred choice appears, showing someone suddenly awakening to their feelings for you as if now, after all this time, they finally understand that trying to forget you only drained them more. Inside this person, everything is boiling. Not destructive chaos, but the eruption of truths they've been suppressing. Old fears, immaturity, insecurities, all rising to the surface to be released. This isn't turmoil anymore. This is a ripening like metal being forged in fire to become stronger. You, too, have taken time for yourself, and you've done it beautifully. Some wounds needed space, needed stillness to close. Some broken pieces of your soul needed you to pick them up, hold them gently, and heal them before you could open a new chapter with clarity. No spiritual journey is quick or easy or done in a single night. The greatest constructions of the heart always require time. And now, finally, the wheel of the universe is beginning to sync with you. So much has been left behind. Chapters have closed. Connections that no longer fit have fallen away. Old versions of yourself have died because they can't exist at the frequency you're stepping into. That's why people sense you differently. They see a strange glow around you, powerful yet quiet, humble yet commanding. This is the energy of a soul who has walked through hell and returned with new wings. It makes people admire you, and it makes those who aren't yet mature enough feel intimidated. Yes, someone has been avoiding you, not because you did anything wrong, but because they know they no longer have the courage to stand before you the way they once did. Your new light means they can't play games, can't talk in circles, can't manipulate emotions anymore. They avoid you because they know you can see straight through them, and they're right. But that avoidance won't last, because there's no room left to run from the truth. Love is knocking hard. Fear exists on both sides, but fear isn't a sign of wrongness. It's proof that this matters, that this reaches into the deepest layers of both souls. You've also walked through a karmic passage, one that demanded you let go, grow, release what you once tried so hard to hold on to. And because of that, even when you felt stuck, you still needed that sacred pause to realize everything was moving in ways you couldn't yet see. The energy is clearing a path for you like a seed breaking through Hoth, a slab of concrete. What was stuck is being pushed out. What was blocked is being unlocked by divine intervention. You only need a little more patience for the final piece to fall into place. And I promise you, it will. There is a conflict being resolved in silence. Something they must face alone. Maybe an old wound. Maybe a difficult decision. Maybe a fear they've never shared. And if there was distance or misunderstanding between you, there will come a moment when everything softens, becomes clearer, warmer, and easier to breathe. Invisible barriers are dissolving. Doubts from both sides are loosening. Emotional blockages are healing so love can enter in the healthiest, purest, most honest way. And Sagittarius, prepare yourself, because everything hidden is being brought into the light. This is why your cup is rising so steadily now. Darkness no longer has power over you. Truth is becoming transparent, clear like pure water. Your old wounds are healing at a deep level, and in that space of healing, a gift from the universe appears. A reward for your patience, your courage, your prayers whispered on nights when you thought no one heard you. This gift may show up as prosperity, expansion in your work, a major opportunity, or a desire deep in your heart finally coming true. But it comes because it's your turn. It's your time. And Sagittarius, this is not the moment to doubt yourself. You've come too far to turn back now. The universe is clearing the road ahead in ways you've never seen before. Many Sagittarius have felt lonely, misunderstood, or disconnected from the world as if your soul lived on a different rhythm. But that has changed completely. It changed because your light is now strong, magnetic, alive, in a way that even you didn't expect. You radiate a warm golden aura that makes people turn their heads without knowing why. It is the light of someone who survived the trial and rose from it. That light is your greatest tool now, Sagittarius. It opens paths where walls once stood. It attracts blessings, real connection, and even those who once thought they could forget you are being pulled back by it. And listen carefully. Your dreams are no longer just dreams. They're not random images in the night. They have become signals, messages, a map guiding you through this transition. Your intuition is sharpening faster than you realize. There are images, sensations, physical cues that warn you before something happens. You feel like someone chosen a soul receiving guidance, protection, and illumination from the higher realms to rise above. Everything that once tried to break you, signs, repeating numbers, sudden knowing, they show up more and more because you are stepping into the energy of a guide, a leader, a light bearer. In the weeks ahead, a wave of quiet joy will spread through you, a kind of inner clarity that helps you make wise, grounded decisions. You'll feel a new emotional lightness, a softness, a spark that motivates you to return to your passions, your goals, and the promises you once made to yourself. And when it comes to love, everything reaches a peak. Everything becomes clear. Nothing stays hidden anymore. The one who acted indifferent, the one who thought they were in control of their feelings, is actually more shaken than you realize. For them, letting go of pride is difficult. Facing their true feelings is even harder. But now, they're anxious, deeply anxious, about the possibility of losing you. Yes, they tried to forget you, that's true. They avoided you, kept their distance, acted strong. But they can't defeat the truth, your image, your voice, your energy, the tiny moments you shared. All of it still lives inside their mind every single day. They are drawn to your soul in a way they've never had the courage to admit. And now, Sagittarius, you're beginning to see this. This is your awakening moment, the moment when light rises above the shadow, the moment you step into your truth. Love is aligning again. Walls that once blocked the path are parting like the sea. Your light shines straight onto the things you were once afraid to face. What's coming toward you, you cannot avoid. This is destiny in motion, and it's no longer delayed. Everything is approaching you. And Sagittarius, this reading is not done yet. Because on the table, the energy has become serious. The energy of the deep feeler, the one whose emotions run far beneath the surface. It's a reminder that the way you love is never ordinary. The way you connect cannot be replaced. You love with presence, with a wide open heart, with a sincerity that is rare in this world. And that person finally understands this. There's regret in them, regret for what they let slip away. But the truth is undeniable. No one can replace your energy. No one can replicate your clarity, your warmth, your straightforward honesty. And the universe isn't only bringing love back into your life. It's bringing support, real, practical support you've needed for a long time. Help with something stuck, something legal, financial, emotional, something you couldn't solve alone. When things seem the hardest, when life feels like it's testing you one last time, a hand appears, help arrives, a door opens, one you never expected. As if the universe is whispering, you don't have to hold everything alone anymore. It's your turn to be carried. Meanwhile, the person you're thinking about is more restless than ever. They want to move toward you, fight for you, overcome every fear they have. Yet they're terrified they may be too late. They believe someone else has their eyes on you, someone who wants you, someone who might reach you first. The thought of losing you sends their heart into panic. They watch you from a distance, observe every shift in your energy, analyze every sign, imagining 100 scenarios where you walk out of their life and into someone else's arms. Your light is too bright, too radiant, and it triggers their insecurity. They're afraid that someone more deserving will touch your heart before they find the courage to act. But your journey isn't just about love, Sagittarius. You possess gifts you haven't fully explored. Your imagination is waking up. Your creativity is breaking free. Your dormant talents are rising like fire meeting wind. Ideas you once thought were too much are becoming the foundation of a new path. The only thing you're missing now is focus and a full commitment to yourself. When Sagittarius sets their intention on something, The universe almost has to respond. That's why this moment is asking you to choose your battles wisely. What you choose with your whole heart will come to you surely. And yes, new love energy is approaching you. A new person may stir your heart, a glance, a small moment, an unexpected meeting that sends a strange spark through you. And let me tell you, you're not imagining it. Not at all. The energy of victory, the energy of someone who comes to win, is showing up clearly. This person is confident, direct, intentional. They don't play halfway. They're not here to try. They're here to win your heart. And when they step into your life, you'll feel instantly that they're not here for entertainment. They're here to build something real. And the way you talk to yourself now becomes softer, lighter, as if this whole shift is unfolding in a quiet, peaceful moment by chance. But you and I, who understand the language of the universe, know that nothing is accidental. Every moment that looks random is actually a sign. And in that coincidence, a major turning point in your destiny begins to form. A loop that once trapped you in old stories finally comes to a close. The final chapter of an emotional tragedy that haunted your spirit is ending cleanly, decisively. Something that drained you and weighed heavily on your mind is coming to a full stop, leaving behind a breath of relief that proves you survived it. And with that sacred ending comes the flow of abundance. Money opens. Financial opportunities arrive right on time. Work moves in your favor. Your energy accelerates like your soul has been refueled. You live faster, brighter, more certain of the path ahead, because when Sagittarius moves beyond fear and trusts their intuition, you become indestructible. You are not walking alone. You never were. Right now, you have unseen guides around you. Everything starts falling into place as if someone is organizing your life behind the scenes. Even paperwork, legal matters, and stressful responsibilities begin resolving smoothly. Projects that stalled suddenly turn green. And yes, invitations to travel, adventures, new horizons, all align perfectly with your energy now. I see you moving through the world differently. Your steps are steadier. Your frequency is higher. Your gaze is brighter. You walk like someone who has reclaimed their arrow of destiny. And then we return to love, because love is here, and it is unwavering. Someone has been watching you for a long time, their eyes glued to you like an invisible magnet. They notice every detail, and they miss you in silence, thinking of you constantly, feeling an urge so strong they can no longer sit still. This person carries a clear intention now, a real offer forming in their mind, a way to approach you, a desire to express themselves, a plan to move toward you faster than they ever have before. They are rushing because they feel you slipping away, or that someone else is about to enter your life. That thought shakes them to their core. But I must warn you, their energy is intense. Yes, there is possessiveness. Yes, there is jealousy. Yes, there is explosive passion, sometimes even too much. But beneath that intensity is not emptiness, it is emotions so deep they don't know how to control it. This isn't a gentle love. This is the kind of love that forces them to face the darkest parts of themselves. Their desire for you, both physical and emotional, is powerful, almost overwhelming. They are willing to do anything just to move closer to you. But Sagittarius, you've walked through too many deserts of the heart. The ones who were supposed to protect you ended up hurting you. The ones who were meant to lift you up betrayed your trust. You fell in places you thought were safe. Those disappointments shaped you. And they shaped you into a different Sagittarius altogether. You no longer throw yourself into love just because someone offers a promise. You longs and feist also. Don't chase anyone. You don't run toward uncertainty. You know your value now. You choose yourself first. Your work is the focus. Your family is your foundation. Your mental and physical well-being are non-negotiable. Romantic love was set aside for a while as you tended to the wounds that ran deep. But the moment you finally found peace within yourself, they appeared. Not to disturb you, but to repair, to truly repair, to heal, to make amends. And tarot, in its stern wisdom, keeps revealing the part of the story you need to hear. What shows up now is strong, an energy that cuts negativity at the root, like a sword of light slicing through the dark. Your difficult days end here, end right now, in this moment. Pain closes like the final page of a book. Your wounds begin to knit back together, and the injustices that once shattered you drift out of your body with every breath. You cried too many silent tears, but you're rising now with a steadiness that even the heavens can't help but bow to. And listen carefully to this promise. The universe, the divine, sacred justice is returning everything you lost, not returning it equally, returning it tenfold, 100-fold, bigger, brighter, more beautiful. Yes, Sagittarius, you heard that correctly. Everything taken from your hands, love, confidence, opportunity, peace, is returning to you in a more complete, more mature, more radiant form. So don't fear the future anymore. Don't underestimate your worth. Don't shrink yourself in front of any challenge. This ending is pure, sacred, blessed. And when we speak of divine justice, the force that repays you 10 times over, we must look at how it shows up in your real life. This is not comfort. This is law. This is the universal equation working in your favor. The energy of rebirth is filling every place that once felt empty. Where betrayal once lived, a flower of self-respect now blooms. Where silence once weighed heavy, a symphony of recognition begins to rise. All of it comes from your lived experience and your refusal to give up on yourself. It's as if the universe saved every tear you shed, stored them in a cosmic savings account, and now it's releasing the entire balance with interest. And in the energy around you now, the imprint of the deep feeling one is still present. It doesn't fade. It doesn't disappear. It remains to remind you that you've mastered your emotions in a way only someone who has survived storms could. You are no longer a paper boat. You are the ocean, vast, deep, respected. And that vastness is exactly what makes this person lose direction. Because when someone once saven thinks they can control the sea and then realizes you are the sea, they tremble. They no longer see you as fragile. They see you as compassionate, yet powerful in a way they cannot manipulate. It creates a mix of awe and fear. The fear comes from knowing they no longer hold power over you. Once, a single sentence from them could unbalance your entire day. But now, a single look from you makes them realize the tables have turned and you are the one holding the flame. Now, when you look at them, you no longer react out of pain or unhealed wounds. You observe them with the quiet calm of someone who has crossed too many emotional deserts. You raise an eyebrow, you analyze, you see right through them, and you do it without being pulled back into the old emotional games. And that lack of reaction, that steady silence, shakes them more than any argument ever could. They are facing the emptiness they created through hesitation, through delays, through missed chances. And that emptiness is now filling with jealous visions, clear fears, imagined scenes of you glowing beside someone new, someone brave enough to stay, someone who honors the fire in you. And this isn't an empty fear. The Six of Wands doesn't appear for no reason. This card speaks of victory, recognition, someone confident, someone riding forward toward you without hiding. If a new person is approaching or about to rest assured, they carry the energy of a true leader, someone who knows what they want, someone who doesn't play in the shadows. They come to pursue you in a healthy, clear, open-hearted way. The energy between the old and the new is as different as night and day. The old energy hides in the shadows of insecurity. They watch from a distance, afraid to step out of their emotional cave. While the new energy, the light of the Six of Wands, arrives in broad daylight, proud to stand beside you. This contrast is the universe's way of helping you finally see the difference between a mature love and an old attachment. And of course, the old one won't stand still. Their ego is bruised, and a wounded ego is a dangerous motivator. You may get messages at midnight, strange social media interactions, accidental encounters that don't quite feel accidental. All of it coming from one fear, the fear of losing you to someone else. But the important part is not what they do. The important part is where you stand. And tarot is clear. You receive all of this from your throne without stepping down, without lowering your frequency, without returning to old chaos. Remember the four truths revealed to you. They are the four spend pillars turning the gears of your destiny. The first truth, the one that shocked you and shattered illusions, has completed its purpose. You're standing in the ashes, but this time, you know how to rebuild. The second truth, the crack of hope, is still open, still waiting for you to walk through with an open heart. The third truth, the truth that forces you to act, keeps you awake, keeps you alert, and stops you from repeating the same cycle. And the fourth truth, the light of wisdom, is your lighthouse. A lighthouse does not chase ships. It simply stands there, steady, bright, unwavering, and the ships must find their way back to its light to avoid crashing into the rocks. You are that lighthouse. No chasing, no begging, no running after anyone. Your light is strong enough to make those who are lost find their way back to you. And in the middle of all this movement, there's something incredibly sweet and deeply spiritual unfolding for you. Sagittarius is often the healer, the one who carries others, the one who smiles even when the heart is heavy. But you're also the one who feels emotional hunger the deepest. And the universe is correcting that imbalance now. Help is coming to you. not just in money or work. It comes through people, souls who show up as earth angels, arriving at the exact moment you need them. You receive understanding without having to explain, support without having to ask, recognition without having to prove anything. And here's the strange, beautiful thing. The moment you let go of the fear locked inside you, the external problems begin to unlock too. Paperwork clears, plans open up, projects move forward, knots untangle on their own. This is the law of correspondence. As within, so without. When you tidy your inner home, your outer reality rearranges itself. When you remember your worth, money, another form of energy, begins responding to that certainty and flows back to you. And now, I want you to pay close attention to your dreams. They're no longer random images, they're your spiritual GPS. When you sleep, your logical mind steps back, and your intuition opens completely. Messages, symbols, sensations, you're receiving them as guidance from the unseen world. If you dream of water, notice if it's clear or murky. If you dream of houses, notice if they're broken or being rebuilt. If you dream of someone from the past, it doesn't mean they're returning. It means a part of you, stuck in that old timeline, is ready to be released. You are an open channel now. Your intuition is so sharp it sometimes startles you. You feel things before you hear them. You know things before anyone says a word. You can sense loyalty or betrayal from miles away. Don't overthink it. Sagittarius lives truest when trusting the first instinct. The one watching you, the one who wants you and fears you, is going through their own dark night of the soul. They're realizing the freedom they ran toward was really a gilded cage. They're realizing shallow connections don't fill them. That loud laughter cannot silence the question echoing inside them. Did I let go of the one person who truly mattered? I'm not telling you this to make you rescue them. That's not your responsibility anymore. I'm telling you this so you see that divine justice is working too. No one gets to walk away irresponsibly and return as if they never caused pain, not with a Sagittarius heart this pure. Karma isn't punishment, it's a lesson. And this person is learning the hardest lesson of their life. Never underestimate the light Sagittarius gives. The emotional tension and energy they're sending toward you feels like a high-voltage wire. You can feel it from far away, a skipped heartbeat, a strange warmth in your chest, a memory flashing out of nowhere. You're not imagining it. This is their frequency trying to reach you, like an arrow searching for a way home. But unlike before, you now hold the shield of protection and the sword of truth. You decide which energy enters and which energy stays outside the walls you've rebuilt. You decide who gets close and who gets reflected back by the brilliance of your restored light. And there's one more detail, something heartbreakingly beautiful in your energy right now. Your creativity is blooming. Sagittarius at this time is preparing to birth ideas, projects, new paths. Where there were ashes, you're planting seeds. A garden is rising from within you. A garden people will one day marvel at, asking, "How did you do it?" And you'll simply smile, because you know this is not cheap magic, but inner alchemy. The transformation of pain into power, loss into wisdom, collapse into foundation. Destiny's hand is pushing you forward, gentle but firm. It won't let you walk backward. Even if you try to return to old sadness, life will make it uncomfortable because you no longer belong to your old skin. You've grown spiritually in ways that ache like bones stretching, but that ache is expansion, not contraction. Get ready for important news. A message, a call, an explanation, a sign. Something you thought would never come is now moving toward you. It may not, quote, come wrapped in perfect words, but the action will confirm your intuition was never wrong. The wheel of fortune is turning, and when it turns, what was underneath rises, and what was above falls. Those who once underestimated you will have to meet your eyes. Those who thought you were fragile will be shocked at your strength. And you who sometimes doubted yourself will look into the mirror and whisper, "This is who I really am." Breathe that truth in. The lid has been lifted. But this time, what once poisoned you has no power because you now carry the antidote. Self-love, soul guidance, razor-sharp intuition, and ancient wisdom flowing through your blood. Let the old lies burn. They must burn. You are not dry wood to be consumed by fire. You are precious metal gold forged in flames. And gold only shines brighter after the heat. No truth is ever lost. Only falsehood collapses. And what remains, Sagittarius, are the things that belong to you in a sacred and eternal way. Anyone who comes toward you now, whether it's someone new or a soul from the past who has changed, comes with serious intention. They come to offer their cup, not to demand you fill it. They come to share their fullness, not to borrow your energy. This is mature love. And in the meeting of two aligned souls, you will find a peace you once believed you no longer deserved. But you do deserve it. You always have. You just need to hold your light, care for your body, nourish your passion, stay firm with your boundaries. Everything else, the things meant for you already, carry your name, and they are making their way home. And believe me, with the light you're carrying now, nothing meant for you can ever get lost. Keep that faith. Miracles aren't magic, they're natural laws. Most people are too distracted to notice. But you, a Sagittarius awakening, are becoming a magnet for the extraordinary. Open your hands, not to grasp, but to receive. Because a rainstorm of blessings is pouring toward you, abundant, pure, precise, designed to water every place inside you that once felt dry. As you hear these words, your body will begin to respond. Your shoulders loosen, your breath deepens, the knot in your stomach dissolves. This is synchronicity. Your inner desire aligning with your outer reality. You no longer chase your destiny. Destiny is walking toward you. And the most important thing right now is this. You must not lower your frequency. Not out of fear, but out of awareness. Not out of defensiveness, but out of presence. The moment you stand fully in your light, everything outdated falls away and everything meant for you finds its way in. Live fully in the life you already have. Savor the hot coffee in the morning, the breeze against your cheek, the sunlight slipping through your curtains, because these tiny details are the universe's codes, breadcrumbs, guiding you toward the bigger victory. Wealth doesn't always fall from the sky like a money bag, though this reading does show your finances expanding. Prosperity appears through opportunities, invitations, aligned encounters, doors that open when your eyes are no longer clouded by tears. Prosperity flows from the doors you're willing to open. Invitations, collaborations, new jobs, bigger projects, silent investments, even surprise gifts. They're all manifestations of divine justice, returning what was once taken from you. Every sleepless night, every silent heartbreak, every private battle, the scales are now tipping in your favor. Now back to the one who once held a deep influence over your heart, the one torn between ego and emotion. They've reached their limit. The fake remedies overworking, loud crowds, temporary distractions can no longer fill the void. Your absence has become a canyon they cannot bridge. And that fear, the fear of losing you, is the first note of their awakening. They're realizing the bond between you two was never cut by distance or silence. It's a red thread, invisible, unbreakable, unwavering. No matter how hard they deny, analyze, or run, their soul keeps turning back toward you like an arrow returning to its natural orbit. They will come toward you, but not with their old pride. They come in humility, as someone who has lost something precious and is trying to earn it back. They approach softly, cautiously, because they know you're no longer the person who gives your heart away for a vague promise. Now, you are a temple, and no one enters a sacred temple with dusty feet. They will have to cleanse themselves, be honest, change. And you will see it happening slowly, awkwardly, but sincerely. But this time, the power belongs to you. For years, you felt you had no choice. Now the script has flipped. You hold the pen. You write this chapter. You can offer the old story a second chance if you see real transformation. Or you can open your heart to the blazing energy of the Six of Wands, someone who arrives without hesitation, without confusion, ready to honor you from day one. The beauty of this moment? There is no wrong choice. The only mistake is betraying yourself. As long as you choose self-love, dignity, and peace, you will always be right. Tarot is not telling you which direction to go. It's showing you that you've matured enough to decide what is worthy of staying in your heart. The Lover's card rises strongly here, not just about romance, but about destiny-shaping decisions. Choices made now are blessed when guided by intuition instead of the echoes of old wounds. The universe has set the table. The old dish you once loved is here, and the new one glows. So tell me, Sagittarius, what flavor do you want today? Peace, passion, freedom, discovery, stability, you ask, and the universe responds. And let me say this, one last time, about your greatness. The Troy inside you has burned. The walls fell. The old chapter collapsed. But you remained. Unmasked, unguarded, radiant enough to make people stop in their tracks. You will notice people treating you differently. They clear pathways for you, seek your opinion, want to be near you because your energy heals without effort. Your survival story, even when unspoken, is etched into your aura. You are proof that one can rise from ashes without smelling like smoke. That is your greatest victory, not love, not money, but the person you've become. Your new magnetism, your new boundaries, your new wisdom. These are the signs of a soul cycle that has reached mastery. This is the moment you use your light to build the life you once dreamed of as a child. The life where magic felt possible. Except this time, it isn't fantasy, it's real. You'll find parking in impossible places. Meet the right person at the right time. Receive the call you forgot you were waiting for. This is how the universe winks at you and says, I see you, I hear you, I am with you. Be grateful. Gratitude is the key to the door of abundance. The more grateful you are, the more you receive. Raise your head, Sagittarius. Don't bow for regret. Don't look back for what could have been. Ahead of you is a golden horizon lit by your new consciousness. You are protected, guided, loved by the souls before you, by the universe that watches over you, and by the powerful truth inside you. You survived the desert. Now you've reached the sacred oasis. Drink, rest, enjoy. You deserve it. Don't settle for anything below your true worth. What you endured was not in vain. It burned away what was never you so the real you could rise. That version, strong, honest, lovable, worthy of mature love and wealth, is here. If anyone tries to diminish you, remember, you're not standing on clouds. You're standing on a throne of energy. And from a throne, you don't dovelace, beg. You choose. This reading has been a journey. It touched old wounds, revealed hidden truths, because healing is not covering a wound, but cleaning it so it heals correctly. And you had the courage to do that. That's why your reward is so great. What's coming next is big. Feel it in your chest right now. It's not fantasy. It's truth knocking at your door. When the signs appear, when the air shifts, when your intuition spikes, remember this moment. You were never alone. You were never abandoned. And this story always had one ending. You win. You find peace. You become whole. Love will arrive, but you were complete long before it. They are the icing. You are the cake crafted by sacred lessons. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the golden light surrounding you, healing you, lifting you. That is truth. Everything else is noise. Hold that light. Walk forward like a true warrior of illumination, carrying the wisdom of the King of Cups and the victory of the Six of Wands. The world is waiting for your brightest version. This is your stage. This is your moment. And the masterpiece is the life you are about to live.